Today we're diving into one of the most ambitious messages ever sent into the universe, the Voyager Golden Record. In 1977, NASA launched Voyager 1 and Voyager 2, each carrying a golden record designed by Carl Sagan and his team. These weren't just spacecraft, they were invitations to aliens, if aliens exist, to hear who we are, what Earth sounds like, and maybe answer the eternal question, will aliens eat us? As Voyager 1 and 2 flew past the planets and drifted into interstellar space, the Golden Record became more than a time capsule. Carl Sagan imagined it as a hopeful gesture from NASA to whatever aliens might someday find it. Music, greetings, brainwaves, laughter, storms, heartbeats. The Golden Record is everything we want aliens to know about us before they decide that we're interesting, confusing, or delicious. So today we break down Voyager 1, Voyager 2, NASA, Carl Sagan, the Golden Record, and the cosmic hope that if aliens do show up, they come in peace and not with a menu. And if you are interested in golden music lessons, click below and you'll be able to get a free online lesson today. Nice. That's interesting. What is that song there?
It is also Sprach Zarathustra. Is that the correct pronunciation?
Yeah, by Richard Strauss.
Yes.
Written for Stanley Kubrick's 1969.
Written for that?
Yeah, I believe so.
I thought it was an independent recording. And so before the viewer, what he was just playing.
So this is amazing. Kevin's right. Richard Strauss traveled in time from the competition of 1896 to make it for the film of 1969.
Finally did it. Time travel. Kids.
Most notably used in Stanley Kubrick's 1969 film. 69?
Around there, yeah. Nice.
Kevin was playing some space music there to talk about our Voyager spacecraft. What were you playing there? So
that was the theme to 2001.
Yeah.
Also Sprach Zarathustra.
Is that in the 60s, 2001, The Space Odyssey?
Yes.
Like made in the 60s?
Yeah.
Yes, late 60s. Yeah.
So the Voyager was sent out into space in the 70s. But go ahead, please.
And it's a Richard Strauss composition, obviously predating the movie. Thank you, Brian. But it's on its surface a very simple composition made up of root, fifth, root, and then a major chord off the root, followed by a minor chord off the root. Ooh. And then 5-1, 5-1, 5-1, 5-1, 5-1, 5-1, 5.
Apes dancing.
And then it does it again, 5-1, and then it goes minor, major. And that's a timpani.
That's cute. I bring up this Voyager 1 and 2 thing because, look, it's fascinating. So you have NASA, which is just a bunch of nerds.
What is NASA?
NASA is the National Aerosonic Mechikanlokma.
So close.
Yeah.
National, I'll try it. National Aerospace Association.
Something.
I thought it was Aerosmith Association.
Oh,
that was Steven Tyler, the boys from Boston.
So they sent this into space.
That?
They had this opportunity. The director of NASA, or one of the guys that was in charge of stuff, that was his name. In charge of stuff.
Director of Guy in Charge of stuff.
Thanks for the notes, Brian. He went to Richard Nixon and he said, "Hey, we've got this opportunity in the early 70s. The planets are going to be aligned, right? Jupiter, Saturn. What's the next one?
Uranus.
And Neptune. Or did I get that wrong? I think Neptune's last. Anyway, so they're going to be aligned. It was once in a 150-year thing or a 100-year thing where the planets are going to be aligned. They would slingshot a spacecraft out there to take photos. They had the technology to do it, but the technology was like, I think, the same that you have in a key fob, which is amazing.
Essentially, yeah.
And they can reprogram the spacecraft to do certain things. So they did it. They sent out 2 spacecraft. Nixon okayed it. And they were able to get to Jupiter. But on the spacecraft itself, they had this idea. Carl Sagan was talking about it. And he wanted to be able to, I think it was Carl Sagan.
It was.
He wanted to showcase humanity, to show that we existed. Because what was ultimately going to happen is that this thing was going, if it missed, if it hit, it didn't do anything, it was going to be flying in interstellar space for billions of years. So, of course, we're going to have some sort of recording with pictures and send it out into space. And that's what they did. They actually attached a golden record with how many songs we have on here?
It's 31 songs.
So this is dependent on an alien civilization having record players.
No, they sent a needle and a way to amplify it with the record.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah. So
That's fun.
and there's instructions. This is what got me, because the instructions, the way that the NASA engineers described it in the documentary I was watching, they were talking about how there are instructions on how to put this record player
on the
together,
record, yeah.
and to be able to play it. Now, when I saw the record and the instructions, I was like, "Are you sure about that?"
But it's also like you're used to putting records on. You're used to doing this. So it's gonna, any way to describe it to somebody who's never done it is gonna be different than you who already knows how to do that.
Yeah, well, we don't know if they have eyes. They definitely have mouths. So the whole point of this,
Why was that so definitive? They definitely have mouths.
because they're going to come and eat us, Brian.
Oh, I forgot
that
about
was the
that.
whole thing.
clap
yes.
them cheeks.
Yeah.
No, even if it came with directions and all the, requisite parts, like you can't fathom what kind of
course, yeah.
if and it's a big if that an intelligent organism will see it, understand that they are supposed to do something with it, and then do that thing. They have to be like probably hyper intelligent.
Yeah. Or more intelligent than you.
Well, I mean, that's a low bar.
Have either of you ever seen the film Contact that Carl Sagan wrote?
Yes.
Or it's based on this book, rather.
Jodie Foster.
Jodie Foster. Great movie.
Yeah.
Fantastic
Oh,
movie.
that's a Carl Sagan.
Carl Sagan wrote
joint?
the novel that was based on. Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea.
But in that movie, they talk about how the first. So when television started, they sent. Thanks. I appreciate the underscore. Television was broadcast into space, not intentionally, but just because of the way television is broadcast, right?
Yeah.
So the first thing ever broadcast was the Olympics in Munich. And so when they start getting the signal back from aliens, it's footage of Hitler. And at first they're like, what the fuck? But it's because that was the first footage that went out. So they're sending it back to them, right?
Yeah.
So I guess hypothetically, if these aliens were intelligent, they would have already had like 30 years of television being broadcast to them. So maybe they would have a better idea. I don't know.
I think it's far more than 30 years of television broadcast to them, because the radio waves travel at the speed of light, right? This is traveling
speed
at
of sound.
no speed of light.
How are radio waves traveling at the speed of...
They're on the electromagnetic spectrum.
It would still only be 30 years though, because television debuted in like the 30s, so like 35 years. Like it would have been like
No. The radio waves are traveling at the speed of light.
right.
It's 300,000 meters per second.
Yes.
The Voyager is traveling like 300,000 miles an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Or something. No, it's way less than that. It's like 17,000 miles an hour or something like that.
My point was that there couldn't be. It could only have started with the advent of television. That was my point. Like it all of that didn't get there, but it would have been at least 30 years old because of that was when television started broadcasting. They couldn't have gotten stuff from before that.
They're not going to tune into television on their alien planet and see, Hitler.
Imagine there's just like a race of alien Nazis out there.
I know. Let's get back to the music.
We had
We got off
here.
track. Jesus, Brian.
We do. You say there's not enough Nazis down? Look right at the camera. Say there's not enough Nazis.
I'm not doing that. That is a setup for failure.
I'm just saying.
In some circles. Nick Fuentes, if you're watching, hello. Please stop watching.
All right. What number
alone.
11? Is this the list of the songs in order?
This is how it's presented on the record. Yes.
All right. So a lot of these are
We should say
classical sound.
every country chose music to represent their nation on the record.
Yes.
And this is presuming that whatever civilization finds them has ears and eardrums and is able to translate sound into like
Sure. Yeah.
We know.
sense.
Well, they might have ears in their mouth. They're coming to eat us, so they're going to be hungry.
clap them cheeks.
Number 11 on this is Johnny Be Good, Kevin.
Oh.
One of the two songs America chose, along with a blues track by who was it? Blind Billy Johnson.
Blind Billy Johnson.
They went
Willie-
with two blues
Blind Willie
tracks.
Johnson,
They
yeah.
went with two blues tracks.
Technically, one's a rock and roll track, Kevin. But yes.
Okay.
Kevin, what would aliens with ears in their mouths hear?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked, Dan. Probably something to the effect of. I
I want to hear it. I don't want to hear your.
Marty McFly over there. Is that only where you come from?
Okay, I'll do it.
Yeah.
It goes like this.
And that was one of the. So they chose that. Why? Why did they choose that song, Brian? You must know this.
I mean, it's sort of widely considered a representation of early rock and roll, right? Like if you had to describe to somebody what the first 5 years of rock and roll sounded like, Johnny B. Good is as good of an example as you're probably going to find. Would you disagree with that, Kevin?
No, I just don't think they'd be ready for it.
Well, yeah.
But your kids are going to love it.
My favorite movie of all time, folks. Thank you very much.
100%.
But yeah, what I read today was that actually England wanted to include "Here Comes the Sun" as their song, and EMI, the Beatles record label, declined it. Said no.
No royalties for aliens.
Exactly. Yeah. It's crazy.
Just like a
crazy short-sighted.
Just stupid record label stuff. Just stupid. Do you want to be thrust out into the millennia, into the whole universe, and have everybody hear you work? No, we want to make money, man.
You had me at thrust.
Yeah.
But a lot of this is just, I don't know. I don't know any of this, to be honest with you. We've got greetings from Kurt Waldheim.
Yeah, so there
is that a song?
It's a track on there. So there was recordings in various languages, including a greeting to the record. There's examples of a couple dozen languages
That'd
on
be
there.
pretty cool if I was the Secretary General of the United States, knowing on my deathbed that my voice was on a record
That will probably never be heard.
and
Yeah.
some hungry alien is going to find this. because viewer, there are directions to Earth also in this contraption that they put out there. Did you know that, Kevin?
Yeah, no, that was a bad move. That was a bad move. The directions here and a picture of a naked man and lady.
Yeah. Yes. So I would really love to take it there, but we can't clap those cheeks here.
It's a family show.
Family show.
Yeah, no, there's they did it by if I'm remembering the Vsauce video that I watched. The closest pulsar to us, because a pulsar is it's like a universally recognizable road marker in the universe, I guess you could say, and then it shows our distance from that in like astronomical units.
I mean, the flaw with all of this thinking is that they understand things even remotely how we do. You know,
exactly.
We see how different cultures even
and then there's
don't understand things the same
There's like
way
an
on the same
arrow
planet.
pointing to like Earth being like the third planet from the sun, presuming they know what an arrow is. You know, it's a very human thing because we used arrows to hunt.
They're going to have to know math, though. So on there is encoded analog
math
audio.
is a universal language.
But
that's cool.
Math is an Earth language.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Math has to be
the
a
principles
universal
are the same,
language.
but we don't know if they express it the same way. That's what I mean. Like the concepts are the same, but is their expression the same? Like
if you have one alien and then you add another alien, how many aliens do you have?
but we represent
4
one
cheeks.
as a straight line like this.
No, well, that's what I liked about the movie Contact is that I think the first signal that was received by Earth was just like a series of prime numbers.
Yes,
right. And
exactly.
they're like, oh, I recognize this as like some sort of intelligence.
But I think that has to be part of it. So they did include some of this encoded analog audio with mathematical definitions, human anatomy, animals, landscapes, all that stuff. Earth sounds. There's got to be sounds on alien planets. They might recognize.
If they have ears.
It's just like Newark, though. So it's just like construction and honks.
People being catcalled.
Yeah.
The human sounds of footsteps, laughter, heartbeat, Morse code, a kiss. Aliens don't kiss.
You don't know that.
They got mouths. We know that.
They definitely have mouths. And an unborn child's heartbeat?
Weird.
That is a little weird.
Weird choice.
I have a recording of my daughter's heartbeat someplace.
Do you?
Yeah, when the first ultrasound, they recorded it.
You should remix it.
Yeah, you should put it into like a 120 BPM track.
I was actually going to make music out of it, and like a month later, Jay-Z did it with his daughter, made a song. Jay-Z ruined it for me.
They always do that. The record itself.
Who are they, Dan? Look at the camera and say, who are they that always ruin it? What are you talking about?
Aliens.
Okay.
Yeah.
The illegal.
The aliens.
Okay.
So the material of the record itself is gold-plated copper. And if you get a chance to do this, go watch. I forget the name of it. I should probably look it up. Go watch any documentary on the Voyager.
Or just read about it. There's a lot of articles and books about it. Yeah,
sure.
But if you're a music person, you should know that our music's in space somewhere. Aluminum with electroplated uranium-238, so that alien scientists could date the record by decay. Because, by the way, like when you think of the universe in total, Kevin, you fall asleep to this all the time.
Sure do.
It's unfathomable how far everything is.
Yeah.
It's like the nearest star is what, Kevin?
4 light years away.
Thank you.
Proxima Centauri A.
But light years in terms of years, it would take us, what, like 100 X years in real time?
I mean, it depends on how fast you travel.
Yeah. Well, how fast can you travel, Kevin? About 60 miles an hour?
In car?
Yeah.
I know he can't drive 55.
You didn't get that Sammy Hagar
No,
reference, did you? The cover includes a diagram showing how to play the record. We talked about this at 16 and something. I can't see
Yes.
that. 16 and 2/3.
So basically,
RPM?
The higher the RPM, the less amount of material you can fit on the disc.
Okay.
So think about like a 7-inch record, right? It's a 45 RPM record. 33 is a little bit bigger. The more revolutions you do, the faster it goes. So
Yeah.
you want to slow it down to as slow as it can. So this was 53 minutes per side, which your standard vinyl record is about 25 minutes per side. So
That's nuts.
This is like twice as long as a standard vinyl record.
And then they're going to have to know they're going to play it on the wrong speed. They think they were going to all sound like Barry White.
No, the other way. We're going to play it faster than that.
Oh, really?
16 is a shockingly low number of revolutions. I would just think you'd have to spin it fast.
So it would take tens of thousands of years with current technology to reach Proxima Centauri. But potentially 40 to 60 years with a hypothetical spacecraft that could reach 10% of the speed of light. Voyager 1 would take 73,000 years to get.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're going to be long gone by then. We've got about 5 billion years left on this Earth. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be gone by then. Pretty sure. You never know, though. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
There's the episode of Black Mirror where they start putting everybody into the simulation because Earth is going to end.
No.
Great episode of Black Mirror.
No, I don't know if I've ever seen that
It's
one.
really good.
Every time I watch Black Mirror, I walk away with just a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's pretty crazy. So like I said, it was Voyager 2 was launched first, August 20th, 1977. If you get to see the first pictures of Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, every time they said Uranus, I couldn't help myself. I had to
A
laugh.
little giggle.
I had a little giggle. I'm still 5.
Cheeks.
The only spacecraft ever to visit Uranus and Neptune, and it entered interstellar space in November 5th, 2018. Voyager 1 launched September 5th, 1977. It reached space first on August 25th, 2012. Farthest human-made object from Earth, and it's now over 15 billion miles away.
We have lost contact with them, right? We can no longer get images from them.
They turned off the cameras. They turned off lots of the equipment, but I believe they're getting data still at like 1 kilobyte a minute because it's so far away.
Yeah.
It's just that when I go outside, I live in Ringwood, New Jersey, and I look up when it's a clear night and you could see certain stars. You can usually see Venus in the morning. It's usually the eastern and western star. Sometimes you can see Mars. There are times you can see Jupiter, and it's bigger. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do. My brother worked for NASA for a number of years, so I like a lot of the space stuff too.
Oh, it's something that if I was smart enough, I wish I was able to. I wish I was able to be like an astronaut, but I'm not smart enough.
Yeah, my brother applied. He was in the last 20 people cut from the 2010 class, maybe it was. He was a pilot when he was like 16. He got his pilot's license, and he's a planetary geochemist, so he has the education for it and all that. But he didn't make it. He was actually trying to go to Mars. That was his goal.
Oh,
Like
is he interested in the Elon Musk vision for Mars, or is he a socialist like you?
He is a socialist like me, but he studied. He's a Mars specialist. He mapped the Mars rover for like 5 years, and he travels to Antarctica every few years to collect rocks that they think are similar to the rocks on Mars. So he studies those rocks.
Right.
He's basically a geologist.
Well, some alien is going to be studying rock and roll
Exactly.
at some point. Let's go through some of these tunes that we have here, and we'll wrap this bad boy up.
So, a lot of the songs are what you'd consider sort of standard classical fare. There's Bach, there's Beethoven, sort of classic bits of music. And it makes sense that you would send music without language, both as a representative of the whole world, not just, reliant on one language, but also in case there isn't, you don't want to you don't want them to think that you're insulting them with the music that you're sending them lyrically, if they can even understand what a lyric is. It's also hypothetical when you don't know.
No! What alien are you going to insult?
if they don't know what you're saying, they could be threatened by it. They could think it's a.
Be easily triggered.
Yeah, you never know. They're snowflakes. Come on, we know this.
Keep your language in your mouth when it comes to insulting aliens. I think it's an insult.
Keep my alien's name out your mouth. Out your goddamn mouth. Is that what you're trying to
You
say?
gonna slap me like Chris Rock?
It's one thing to... I think it's bold enough just to send the dang record, right, and then have this idea that radio waves are going to reach some sort of civilization at some point. That's insulting enough. But the notion that some alien's going to be like, what did they say?
No, what I mean by that is you never know how they're going to take anything. Think about it. If something just dropped onto Earth now,
Yeah.
and it was a noise you never heard before, and it sounded aggressive to you, your brain would say that could be a threat.
That sounds like my mother-in-law.
Hi-oh, look at this. The fucking borscht belt over here.
Whoa, hey.
Take his wife, please. But so this way, you can you're eliminating some of the a possible miscommunication. Although Johnny Be Good could sound like a war cry. We just don't know. We don't know what their culture's like. We have no idea.
Maybe what is it in A?
B flat.
It's in B flat.
Yeah.
So maybe they don't like B flat.
Maybe.
But B flat is as far as like we understand how air, right, works, oxygen, or like how the atmosphere works, and how music hits certain waves, right? We don't understand where it's
so
going to...
close.
I was trying to get there. I had two thoughts in my head.
Yeah, well, I mean, if they try to listen to this in a vacuum, it won't work.
It's not going to work, correct.
Right.
So if you're listening on headphones in an alien planet, which is not going to happen, how are they going to listen to this? They're going to listen to it in their lair?
It has to have some sort of medium for the sound waves to travel through.
Yes. So if there's no air in there, they're not going to hear anything.
It's true.
It's true.
But also, we also know that they have to have some
ears.
sort of... They have to have ears.
Yeah.
They definitely have mouths. We've already established that.
Actually, if they didn't have ears, they could make you feel the vibrations of it, depending how attuned the vibrations they were.
Sure. Maybe they can drive on it. Maybe they're really tiny. You drive on a road?
Have I ever driven on a musical road? No, I haven't, Dan. Tell me all about
It
this.
exists. There are roads that have...
In Holland.
Holland.
You drive along that strip in a
And-
place like
Yeah.
Mary Honolulu.
Yeah, so maybe they're really tiny and they'll just drive on it and they'll be able to hear it, but they don't have ears. They definitely have mouths, though.
We've established this. So I had a fun idea here, which is I want us to sort of pick songs that we think, if this was to be made today, and if Real Brave was put in charge of making the record, what songs do we think would be appropriate to choose? So Kevin, I'm going to start with you. What's a song you would want to put on a new golden record?
Oh, man. Probably the 45-minute long tweezer from Bozeman,
Boo!
Montana, Fish, 1994.
Boo. And they would boo you, too.
No, they'd be like, whoa, this is crazy.
They'd be like, this music is interesting, but these lyrics are corny as fuck. That's what they would say, probably.
What
Is
else?
that really... Would that
You
be
would
the
really
I
first-
would
that
throw
on
a Bozeman tweezer in there, yeah.
Okay. Dan, pick a song.
I would have to say the first thing that comes to my head is Us and Them.
Pink Floyd.
Yeah. I would have to pick that one.
I was trying to think of what Beatles song I want to put on there. I think I want to do Strawberry Fields Forever. I feel like it's a combination of a very classic melody, but with a lot of avant-garde leanings. The lyrics are surreal. You don't need to necessarily have lived the experience to understand it. So yeah, that'll be my first pick, with Strawberry Fields Forever. Kevin, second pick.
The overture to Tristan and Isolde.
By?
Wagner, which is said to have revolutionized modern music.
Yeah. Dan, second one.
I'd probably do a gag like the Juicy Fruit theme
Okay.
from...
Gets right through you.
Yeah, it gets right through you. You never know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Nope.
Juicy Fruit had a jingle. Juicy Fruit.
It's gonna move ya. It gets right through ya.
I would do that. I would do a gag second. I got to think of another one though.
So my second would be John Coltrane's "A Love Supreme," all four parts.
Oh,
okay.
It's spiritual. It's there's no language to it, so it's universal. Yeah, my favorite piece of music I've ever recorded.
Okay.
Last one, Kevin.
Oh, there's another one.
Yeah.
I forgot about Dre by Eminem.
Hip hop is an important part of U.S. and world culture. That's not a bad thing to have some hip hop on there. Nice. Okay.
I'd have to pick a crooner. I don't know what crooner I would pick though, because as a vocalist, I'm really blanking on this one. I would pick maybe I think we have to go with Frank Sinatra. Right?
Hoboken, New Jersey's own.
Yeah, we'd have to. Wait, I don't know what Frank Sinatra. That's a good one.
Fly Me to the Moon. Yeah.
Fly Me to the Moon's good. Yeah, let's pick Fly Me to the Moon. I like that. I've heard a really good ska version of that one.
We're not sending ska into space.
Why not?
Although I did recently, like a year ago, I had read someone describe ska as the sound of eating mozzarella sticks when you're 13.
Yes.
And that's like the perfect description of it.
Yes.
So, yeah, that's good.
The sound of Mountain Dew.
Exactly, yeah. For my last one, I would do something like maybe some gamelan music or some something that's very rhythmic, something percussion-y. I feel like percussion is likely the first instrument anyone on any culture ever experienced besides the human voice. You bang shit together, right? So something that's very percussive. So gamelan music or maybe a drum corps. Something that would just have a steady percussion beat, I think.
Percussion does make sense, actually.
Yes. Yeah.
If anything, they probably had percussion and mouths. With big pointy teeth. I think that we're going to leave it right there. If you're interested,
If you have big pointy teeth,
this is going to be broadcast somewhere in the stratosphere of the universe, right? At some point, there's some alien that's going to watch this and probably think that humanity has lost it. If you are interested in learning music in space, click below, realbraveaudio.com. You can learn so much stuff. We talked today about the Voyager 1 Golden Record. Kevin, we'll see you next time.
Bye.
all right, let me export this.